So who wants to go first today? Anyone itching to go first? Why don't I go first and then get that out of the way?
Okay, that's good.
So me and Donnie and Talia. Selby, do you have anything today to show?
No, I'll just take a back seat.
Alrighty. And, I sent the announcement to the groups. People do tend to come late. Yeah, Talia says, raccoons first. So you just let me know when you're ready, Gio. These are on the second and fourth Sundays now, right, Selby?
That's correct. The
Okay,
second and fourth.
Sure.
The second Sunday is, we would expect to go over to Nara's place and deal with well, actually anything that requires the OSSL OpenSIM script functions.
Right. Right. Okay, well, let's get started then. Welcome to the Hypergrid WIP. It's a celebration of works in progress and creators, and it's just about hanging out and telling people what you do. There's a Google group that you can stay in touch with called Hypergrid WIP, and we're meeting on the second and fourth Sundays these days at noon Pacific time. Anybody's welcome to come here into the Sandbox. And actually on the second Sunday, we're going to Nara's Nook, where we can res NPCs a little easier and do some more advanced OSSL functions. And on the fourth Tuesday, we're here in Kitely on the Cookie 2 region. So anyway, the Google group has all the details, and if anybody has any questions, they can email me, serenejewel@gmail.com, or just go to the Google group or IMS or any of those things. And you can also contact Selby Evans, who's widely known in the metaverse. So his contact information is everywhere. So I'm just going to get started. We generally just do 3 minutes of kind of show and tell of what you're doing. Today, this is my show and tell. The little raccoon is coming along. So I like to build non-human avatars and natural avatars, and I'm getting fairly happy with him. He doesn't have any good AO yet. I could actually run the rugged AO here, but I'm having issues with how can I say it? The resolution of the image texture on the face. So when I zoom really in close, I'm seeing all kinds of jaggy edges on the face, around the eyes, and around the mouth. And I've tried upping the resolution of my bake in Blender, and I've tried pretty much anything I can think of. The only thing I can think of is that I need to make a more, I need to subdivide the mesh a lot more, which then makes a higher mesh. So that's kind of, I tend to try to want to work in low mesh and not be a lagger. So I'm not sure what to do, and I'm totally open to anybody with suggestions on how to smooth out. I guess I could always just open up the texture and in Photoshop and paint around the jaggy edges and smooth them out. That's what I've been thinking lately. But I don't know what else to do with this guy. I don't know why I don't remember having this problem with other avatars that I made, but I'm definitely having it with this one. So I'm open to suggestions, and I need to animate him a little bit, give him some raccoon animation so that he moves around a little more. Raccoonish. but that's it. So, any questions, comments, tomatoes you want to throw? Just feel free.
I'm looking at it and I see the jagged edges, and I find it a bit strange because actually there are other places where there are no jagged edges unless I get really close, and even then they're not. I see some other curves that are actually not very jagged, even if I get very close. I mean, I can see that the curve is made of straight lines, but that's all that I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just trying to do too fine of a detail without rezzing up the mesh. Yeah, so Donnie's saying that it would be best to have more details in places where you need more roundness using subdivides and not the subdivide filter. So are you thinking, Donnie, the subdivide in the toolbar or the, what do you call
select
it?
the face, select the face, and you select the loop face with the edges.
Yeah, so just more
Yeah,
loop cuts.
faces, faces, and then put more cuts into it, exactly.
Yeah, and just in those areas where it's breaking up.
Where it's needed, yes.
Yeah, around the eye, the black is the only place I really need it. Around the eyes and on the mouth.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to try that next then. Talia asked if I use the Avastar plugin in Blender, and I do. It makes making avatars so much easier. And so for anybody who needs it, Avastar is like a rockin' plugin. And you can...
No offense, but I don't use Avastar.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Make Human is making a lot of really great strides. I'm thinking of checking out Make Human next because it's open source and it's really powerful now. They are really just making these huge leaps and strides. But Avastar's gotten me this far, and it makes things easier. So Donnie says that he noticed a bug just like mine. Where the head kind of pops around. I don't know what that is. There's a little popping in the head animation, no matter what AO you're using, or maybe not. Maybe I just need to make my own AO. But there's that little jerkiness in the chin with this guy. This guy's had more issues than anything I've built.
That's the hardest thing is to rig the head. The head is the hardest thing to rig.
Do you want to? So Donnie, do you want to be up? Thanks, Talia.
Well, this is an avatar that I've been working on. It was on the second line, but it's a king or something like that, not a knight, and this is actually my first fitted mesh. It's actually fitted, so I can make myself fat if I want, or skinny, or a toothpick, or anything like that. So I can take my torso and I can make myself less muscular or more muscular. I don't know if you can see that when I change it.
Cool.
And make myself more muscular.
Your avatar looks like it's sitting down to me when you change and come out. After you do get appearance. Does anybody else see that, or is it just me?
Nope, I'm not seeing that.
Okay.
I'm not seeing much of a change in his shape, but
Yeah, so he's in appearance, and now he's sitting.
Oh, now he got smaller. Yes. Talia, that's I think what he said. It's fitted mesh, so you can he just did change size. That I could see.
That's
great. Fitted mesh is cool.
Yeah, I did the same thing for the head too. The head kind of has that bug that you had whenever when you're moving your head around. It kind of got that. Isn't yours fitted mesh too, or is it rigged?
Yeah, it is. It is. No, it's rigged. It's a rigged avatar. So when I bring it in, I bring in skin weights and joints. I use fitted mesh on clothes. But this is just really transferring weights from the Avastar and then bringing them in with by choosing skin weights and joints.
See, now I'm a fat knight.
Yeah, I do see that now.
But anyways, this is basically fitted mesh. It's my first thing in fitted mesh, and I figured I'd show it to you. Since I rig too, I've also made clothing before for kimono, and that's what I'm planning on doing, is getting where I can start making my own avatars eventually, and maybe I can put them in Kitely, and that way we can distribute them maybe to everybody else for free, because it's free cost to upload, and I would be willing to, if I get to that point where I can start doing this, because it's all about time then, and time based and more about time. So if I can get this done and make some nice avatars for us to use as the basis, like a basic model for everybody, and have clothing made for everybody that they can wear, because I may end up going in the markets too, but that's a given, because it's free to upload now, and I don't care about my time as much as other people do.
Well, but let me suggest though, it may be valuable to everybody if you go to the market and sell it for minimum cost. Because
what's the minimum cost?
Well, the minimum, if you sell it for dollar money, the minimum cost is $1. If you sell it for Kitely Kitely credits, the minimum cost is I think 10 Kitely credits, which is
I think so, yeah.
I think that's so I've forgotten what that is, but it's probably like 2.5 cents or something.
Almost.
Well,
Yeah.
see, it would be nice to have like a base shape that I could give out for free, like a body, like a human, male and female one, and have those like where people could have them and it'd be fitted mesh, so that way they could resize and do whatever they want with it, and then make clothing for it and sell the clothing for it.
That would be sensible too.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
let me point out something.
Free pair. What?
Let me point out something. If you try to give it away, you do not have any good way to get good distribution on it. If you put it on the market at minimum cost, then everybody can find it. They can look for it when they can find it when they search for something. So
Right.
Even though it seems nicer to give things away, it is actually not necessarily the best way to get distribution.
Yeah,
I
because
see.
people can use Kitely Market from all the grids. So they can
Yes.
be on their home grid, and they can have something delivered to them from the Kitely Market without having to go somewhere, which, people are both busy and lazy. So they'd rather, it gives them a chance to get things easier. And you could do both. You can put it on the market, and you can say, look, if you want this for free, you can come get it over here.
Actually, people do that. Some
Yeah.
people, I've seen a number of cases where people say, I put it on the market so it could be distributed, and if you don't want to pay this amount, which is like practically nothing anyway, if you don't want to pay this amount, come to such and such a location and pick it up for nothing.
Hypergrid over and get it.
That sounds like a good idea. So
Yeah,
they basically consider it as a delivery cost.
Well, and the thing is, then, if it's on the market, people can find it without you showing them communicating with them in any way.
So it'd be like a convenience cost, basically, to keep them.
Right. I would.
I see.
Basically,
what you're saying.
Yeah, I would. If I wanted something like that, I wouldn't have any idea where to look or where to find it, except to look on the market. That's where I would look, because it would take me hours to find it somewhere else, I think.
All right. Well,
Right.
thanks for the tips and stuff. I'll see what I can do. But the other thing is the farms here. If you look at the barn,
Yeah.
this is the other thing I made. I haven't
Let's
finished.
look at
Yeah. If you walk over there, you can actually walk through it and look at it. But there's a scarecrow. There's cornfield out there, and then there's a barn. This stuff here was basically done in Blender. A lot of my work is done in Blender, and this has it's set to none, so that way it doesn't allows you to go through the field like you're supposed to. I could add a sound effect to it that goes shh, but I haven't done that yet. And then you can see the physics. This is what I like about.
Oh, it's a pile of hay. I could sink in all right. I mean, I am sinking in a little bit, but it's a pile of hay. What do you expect?
That's a nice
I was
insight
surprised.
too. Very cool.
Thank you.
I was surprised that he said that because, we've heard a lot of problems about the physics in Kitely or in OpenSim. And there are problems with physics for other things, but this is really good. In this case, it's actually better than Second Life, apparently.
Yeah, it is, especially with the landing packs too. If you edited it right now, you'd see that it's 37 prims, and Second Life, it would be actually 100 or 200 or even more than that worth of landing packs if I had it the same as is. Yes.
Wow.
Especially with custom physics models.
So when you're uploading something like this, are you uploading a mesh physics model that's separate from your mesh?
Nope, not in Kitely. In Kitely, you don't even have to do that. You just upload as is, and it will keep the physics retained. It does calculate the physics for you. I didn't even know that.
Wow, nice.
Sings like a country singer. She knows what the stage is for. It's like she's wearing some country clothing too. She's trying to set the mood for the bit.
All right. A little dancing animation, and we'll clap and.
Yes. These textures were baked in Blender.
Really?
Tally was asking, and I've basically baked these textures in Blender. They're all bakes and shadow bakes and everything. What do you do? What I do is I actually take the textures that I want to use from Second Life that are in the library, or not library, but in a set that like little texture organizers. You've seen those texture organizers before, right?
Yeah. Right.
Well, those texture organizers, you can get the textures out of there, and you can save them to your computer, and then go into Blender and just assign the textures to each material, and you can get good textures like these by baking. That's how I do it.
Nice. I need to work on fur textures next. All my little guys need fur. This is great. It's a great barn.
Thank you.
Well, if we got a little bit more time, I'll show you this wagon wheel build over here.
Sure. Thanks, Donnie. Donnie, you still look like you're sitting down to me. Are you wearing an AO or something?
No, I'm not wearing no AO.
No, well, he looks perfectly normal to me.
Okay.
Well, as normal as you could look, we're wearing
a normal
knight's outfit or something. This is another build by Singer Girl, and she has built several venues. This one is set up so you can see let's see. Yeah, you click on that. That's all you have to do is touch that one. Oh, I don't have the authority, apparently. I was trying to touch. Oh, yeah. Well,
this is nice. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, well, let's see. This is also for now the singer can sit here and will actually turn around. Stand, but there's a sit ball on it, sit pose on it.
Oh, it's
and
rotating.
It can also, yeah, and it was so you could, all right, this is a round stage and the singer over time will sing to everybody, even though the singer is in a pose. And then some of these things can be, no, I can't, I was able to turn this off and on. The clicking on the horseshoe results in a giveaway game happening where things every so often drop from the sky, and you can put things in them so that they can have whatever you want to put in them. So like freebies or uh, whatever. I guess I don't know what else you would put in them, freebies.
Oh,
And
I've always thought that she should sell T-shirts or give away T-shirts.
yes, well that's right. She should,
T-shirts.
and I will.
Yeah,
I'll pass that on to her. She should make T-shirts and give them away.
make T-shirts for the fans.
Yes.
This is really nice. Does she have does she build here on Kitely, or I didn't know?
Yes, she's building right here she's building in the Sandbox. This Sandbox is for people to build.
Ah, cool.
And I'm glad to have people building over here.
Yeah.
She tried singing over here, but we don't get enough on the audience.
Yeah.
Yet. In time we will.
Yeah.
So that's the upshot. Oh, if you click on this sign over here, this sign, you can get some kind of a message note card. I'm sure you can. Yes, I'm sure you can use whatever animation you wanted when singing. It'd have to be in the, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you get full permission to deal with that, and you would then be able to put up whatever animation you want, and put into the ball. That's just a pose ball by itself.
These seats are saddles.
Yes,
That's
right.
too funny. That's so funny. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. She's so clever. I love it.
So that's all that I have to show. And
That's
I just
great,
wanted,
Selby.
yeah. Okay, so
when you see her, tell her that we were very impressed by it. It's very cool.
I will. Yes, and she'd be happy about that. Oh, there is a barrel ride. I didn't. You can ride it.
You mean like riding a bull or something?
It's sort of it's more like.
Oh, touch for barrel ride. It says. Oh, I see. So you can.
Yes, right.
Oh, I see. Oh my God. So cute. I'm kind of upside down now. I should probably stand. I'm doing it wrong.
That didn't strike me as terribly. Oh, you can rotate the barrel if you need to. So I mean, you have control of the barrel. So if you edit it, I think you can rotate it to whatever position you will like.
Oh, and it has a menu too. I think it said.
I think.
Interesting. Somebody figured it out. Talia figures these things out.
And I see you can take a copy of it, as a matter of fact.
Woo! When you bump into people, you rotate around. Oh my gosh, that's funny. We love it, singer girl. Oh, help, help, I'm drowning.
Yeah, you can rotate it.
Tally's doing bumper car barrels. Fun. Huh. Well, as usual, I'm a terrible driver. So the Kitely community meeting is at 1 o'clock every Sunday, and that's coming up in a few minutes. So,
12 minutes.
Unless somebody wants to show something else.
It's about time for us.
I'm trying to upload some other mesh that I've created into here. There's a fish tank that I made, and then there's also stage lights that I made, and stage beam bars. Just a test to see how they work in Kitely.
So with this whole stage thing and everything that's out, Selby, is this sim even close to maxing out on its prims?
I'm pretty sure it's not, but let me just, I'll try to check. It's tricky
look how much
because
stuff is out.
Yes, I know, and that's part of it's out because I wanted to see sort of what. I don't believe it is. I mean, if you'll notice, I see no lag. Do you see any lag?
I'm not lagging at all. Nope.
Yeah, that's.
If I pull out really wide, I get a flicker in the distance, but that's just my little, laptop flicker.
Yeah, I'm pulling way out and I'm seeing no flicker.
Oh,
I'm
if I
pulling
dial
way
my
out and
distance
seeing
up.
no flicker.
Yeah, it goes away when I dial my distance up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but that's
Nice.
why that happened.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, thank you everybody for showing, and come back on the second Sunday. We used to do them every week, and if there is enough interest, we'll do them every week.
Yes,
show and tell.
but we're not seeing enough interest right now. I believe our I think our prim limit is 60,000. I'm not sure, but I believe that's what it is. It's either 60 or 100,000. Yes, this is a 2x2.
I'm looking at this object tab, and it says here that there's 410 out of 15,000 used. There's 14,590 available.
Yes. So well, that's what yeah. Well, understand, those figures tend not to be correct because the viewer does its calculation, but it doesn't necessarily know how much space you've got for Kitely. How many prims you've got for Kitely.
I'm uploading stage beam bars and stuff, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to go over to Kitely welcome center to see. I think there's going to be, well, it's going to start in about 10 minutes, I guess. Kitely.
Okay. Thanks for hosting again, Selby.
Thank you, Serene.
Thanks, Cookie 2. Thanks, Hobos. Thanks, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Gio.
Thanks, Jill.